Joining now to talk about this, Congressman Ralph Norman of South Carolina. Congressman Norman, welcome back to Washington Watch.
Well, thank you so much, Tony. Appreciate you having me.
So I thought Joe Biden and the Democrats were all about bringing the nation together.
Well, their actions speak louder than their words. It was a tragedy what happened, on the 6th, as everybody knows. And, their actions throughout this for the last 4 years have shown just otherwise. They've hated this president so much that they've done everything but throw the kitchen sink at him to get him out of office, including impeaching him. This doesn't surprise me. What does surprise me is with the tensions as high as they are, for them to be doing this and 9 days left when a man leaves office.
Right.
And
what's the point?
What is the point, and where's your moral compass?
Right.
There's a disconnect somewhere, somehow, and that they're just removed from the reality of the American people. Nobody wants to see this. I mean, all of us have been on shows since this happened. Nobody wants violence. Joe Biden doesn't. Donald Trump doesn't. I don't know of any politician that does. What took place was a planned attack, and we've got to deal with it. As you said, there's dark days, but for her to do this, rub salt in the wound of basically 750 million people who voted for President Trump, to try to leave his legacy in tatters is not going to happen. But for her doing it is shocking.
Well, first off, I think they're making a huge tactical error. For one, this is going to solidify in the minds of people this hate, as you just described, that they've been against this president from day one, and they're going to do it until he's out the door. And so it just solidifies that fact and brings about even greater resolve of resistance against this incoming government. And then secondly, they need to be careful what they wish for, because I think there are some who think they can impeach the president and have a trial after he's out of office. And if that were the case, they should be very careful, because at a trial, he might be able to present the evidence that he's not been able to present elsewhere about the election irregularities. And it could be very alarming, and I'll leave it at that. It could be very problematic for the Biden administration.
Well, I mean, I'm like so many Americans. I'm tired of forming another committee to form a committee and come up with nothing. It's time to act, and it's time, we look at the Horowitz report that we expected to come out. We've looked at the actions of past political leaders, Clinton being one of them. We thought it would come out. We thought we'd see some people prosecuted. And, two things. I hope whoever the criminals did this, I hope it comes out, and I hope they're prosecuted. They're criminals. They're not Biden supporters, not Trump supporters. They're criminals. And secondly, Mike Pence is not going to agree to a resolution like this for the president to resign. I fully expect that 9 o'clock tomorrow they will put up the articles of impeachment, which, Tony, as you know, high crimes and misdemeanors. What is that? Explain to me what he's done to do that. And I told a reporter today who was adamant, so against Trump, to give me the line in his speech that he incited violence. In hindsight, could he have done more? Probably. All of us could have. This was something we didn't expect. But,
nobody did.
No, nobody did. No, and we've got to deal with it. But
so let me ask you this, Congressman Norman: do any Republicans vote for impeachment if that vote takes place on the floor?
Yes, they will.
They
will. Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, I can't tell you how many. But, yeah, there are people who are flipping, changing, all of a sudden Trump is guilty of everything, which is sad.
Yielding to the winds of the left.
Yep. And name me one president that's been this pro-life, this pro-Israel, this pro-American, this pro-business than Donald Trump. I don't know of one.
Yeah. Now, when you look at the policies of this administration and the people that worked in this administration, nothing compares to it. Congressman Ralph Norman, as always, great to talk with you. Thanks so much for joining us today.